Hey, what's up guys? Fall isn't just when the leaves change color and every coffee magically turns into pumpkin spice. It's festival season, new events dropping, and of course, fresh promo codes to play around with. Today, I'm bringing you the ultimate fall bundle, packed with pretty much everything this game can throw at you. You'll get to check out every little detail and pick what you want to test drive or just plain squeeze some value out of. And here's the big one. I've got 23 promo codes lined up for you today. That's energy, silver, epic tomes, and heroes that won't just fall over at level 1. I can already feel the power creeping in, and you're about to feel it too. Welcome to the Autumn Festival edition of all the promo codes. I drop these kinds of code roundups all the time, so make sure you hit subscribe, turn on the bell, and catch them as they land. Every code is basically a free upgrade, whether you're building up heroes, farming the arena, or tearing through dungeons. From fresh starter packs to heavy-duty codes for everyone, this festival has everything you need to make your account shine. Ready to see which ones are going to be your new favorites? Let's dive in. Players all over the world are already flexing their accounts loaded with loot, thanks in no small part to the latest all-player code I just got my hands on. Stick around until the end and you'll find out what it is. In the meantime, drop a like if you've already claimed your code, and in the comments, let me know. What's your favorite raid meme? Let's make this fall one to remember. And hey, subscribing is pretty much your key to endless loot. I hope you're settled in because you're on the 2GT channel and we're just getting started. But come on, what's an intro without showing you the registration links? Because yeah, this game's no walk in the park. You're diving into a grind that's already full of arena sharks, dungeon farmers, tag team sweats, and let's be real, the dreaded online arena. Let's start with the link that gives you two epic champions, Tyrell and Aina. On top of that, you're picking up 400,000 silver for artifact upgrades, 2 epic skill tomes to power up abilities, 2 energy refills for farming, and 2 days of XP boost to speed things up. So why should you care about these two? Honestly, Tyrell's the star here. He's got 2 standout skills, his A2 and A3. The A2 is an AoE smack that has a 75% chance to drop a 60% decreased defense for 2 turns. If the target already has decreased attack, he also puts them to sleep for a turn. And the higher his defense stat, the harder he hits. His A3? Single target nuke that chops the enemy's turn meter in half. If it drops to 0, that enemy is stunned for 2 turns. Again, scales off defense. This guy is a monster. Aina's not bad either. She adds some variety. Her A2 and A3 can put weakness and decreased defense on enemies. After that, she's either going into your Faction Wars lineup or, let's be honest, into the fusion pot. Here's another link. This one gives you Ultimate Gallic and Zargala, plus 200,000 silver, 2 energy refills, 10 magic brews, and 10 force brews. That's a solid starter squad that can carry you well into late game, until you start pulling mythics and those busted endgame champions. Zargala's A1 is a single target hit with a 50% chance to land a 25% weaken for 1 turn. Her A2 is another single hit, but if she kills with it, she immediately fires off her A3, a triple AoE that, after the first swing, has a 50% chance to slap everyone with a 60% decreased defense for 2 turns. She's a wrecking ball. Gallic? He's nasty. His A1 can burn enemies for 2 turns if he's under increase attack. Land a crit and he fills his turn meter by 10%. If you miss the crit, he still grabs 5%. And that's just his A1. His A3 is the real highlight. An AoE with a 50% chance to burn enemies for 2 turns. Again, if he's under increase attack. And if they're already burning, each hit has a 75% chance to chop their turn meter by 20%. That's brutal. Link number 3 is a good one. It gives you Rector Drath and Fane, plus 400,000 silver, 2 epic skill tomes, a 1-day XP boost, 1 energy refill, 15 greater arcane potions, and 10 greater spirit potions. That's 2 solid epics right there. Rector Drath is a powerhouse support, super popular for clan boss because of her veil buff, and Fane is a solid debuffer who can actually carry you long term. The 4th link? That one hooks you up with Anax and Lady Annabelle, plus 500,000 silver, 5 spirit potions, 10 spirit brews, 1 energy refill, and a 1-day XP boost. The real highlight here is Lady Annabelle. She's crazy useful in early dungeons and even Doom Tower. Definitely worth grabbing. Alright folks, strap in. Promo codes. Remember, you can only pick one and you gotta enter it within the first 24 hours after registering. Let's kick it off with Gear Start, one of the freshest codes. It gives you 6 pieces of accuracy and speed gear. Not a bad starter set, though honestly, they could have thrown in a little extra. Promo code Oboro/. This one's also a fresh code that gives you the epic champion Oboro. Now, maybe you won't like Oboro as a fighter, but she definitely catches the eye. You little weirdos, she's got 1 horn broken. Along with that, you'll also get 1 epic skill tome, 1 rank 4 chicken, and 300,000 silver. Then we've got the fall code Dishonored Blast, which gives you the dark epic Genbo the Dishonored. You also get 1 epic skill tome, a rank 4 chicken, and 300,000 silver. Genbo's easily one of the top Shadowkin damage dealers. Definitely worth your time. The Revive and Slay code gives you Sachi, plus 1 epic skill tome, a rank 4 chicken, and 300,000 silver. Sachi's a great all-rounder and fits well in just about any dungeon team all the way through mid-game. Now here's a spicy one. Get Alice. This drops the legendary Alice the Wanderer, plus 15 magic brews, 300,000 silver, and 15 greater magic potions. For new players, she's a monster. High damage, great armor penetration, definitely a top-tier pull. Then there's Tree Hugger, which gives you the legendary Green Warden Ruark, 15 force brews, 300,000 silver, and 15 greater greater force potions. He's a solid support champ. Nothing game-breaking, but solid enough for a legendary. And check this out. Random Midgame is a mixed bag code. It randomly gives you 1 out of 11 champions, plus 3 full energies, 10 XP brews, 20 multi-battle attempts, a random magic chest, and 300,000 silver. Not bad at all. Oh, and yeah, the gear start code again. It's floating around twice, so you might see it listed more than once. Same deal, 6 pieces of accuracy and speed gear. Finally, the legendary code Goldwing. This one gives you Lemonisi the Goldwing, plus 15 force brews, 300,000 silver, and 15 greater force potions. And this champ isn't just pretty. Her A3 is wild. 2 AoE hits. The first has a 75% chance to land a 100% heal reduction for 2 turns. The second has a 50% chance to block buffs for 2 turns. And if she's smacking one of the corrupted faction, she ignores 50% of their resistance. Absolute menace. Another neat promo code is Final Spite, and it gives you Ugo, plus 15 magic brews, 300 energy, and 300,000 silver. Ugo is the kind of champion who can literally bring your whole team back on their feet if things go south, as long as she herself stays alive. Then we've got Mage Out, which gives you Mausoleum Mage, 5 energy refills, 300,000 silver, a 3-day XP booster, and 30 force brews. Now honestly, among all these crazy good champions, Mausoleum Mage might look a bit low-key, but don't sleep on him. His A3 skill clears all debuffs from allies, heals them for 10% of his max HP, and then heals another 10% for every ally that actually had a debuff removed. On top of that, if an ally had 2 or more debuffs cleansed, he pushes their turn meter by 15%. That's a lot of utility packed into one skill. Here's a big one. The code GGTRandom gives you 3 full energies, 10 XP brews, 20 multi-battle attempts, a random magic chest, 300,000 silver, and even 1 out of 10 random champions. But here's my take. These random champ promo codes kind of lose to the simple ones that just straight up give you a legendary. At least with those, you know exactly what you're getting. This German code gets you Kanoru, along with 300,000 silver and a rank 3 chicken. Kanoru's a solid champ overall, was pretty popular back in 2020. With 2 GT24 Knight, you're looking at the epic Knight Errant plus 100,000 silver. Knight Errant is what I'd call a jack of all trades. He brings leech, stun, and weaken to the table. Yeah, he's an older champ and a bit outdated, but the mix of debuffs he brings is still impressive. Another promo code is 2 GT Newbie, which gives you Kellen the Shrike, plus 200,000 silver and 1 energy refill. Nothing too crazy, but still a good beginner boost. Then there's Frog 2 GT, and this one gives you the epic support Taragi the Frog, along with 20 magic brews and 200,000 silver. Taragi is one of those epics you'll be using all the way to endgame. His defensive kit makes him super versatile. He's clutch in clan boss fights and really useful in dungeons too. Finally, we've got Midgame Top, which hands you the legendary defense champ Sigmund the High Shield from the Bannerlords faction. Right off the bat, you'll get 50 multi-battles, 100 energy, and 300,000 silver. Then, as you level up, the rewards keep coming. At level 10, 15 magic brews and 200,000 silver. At level 15, 15 mid-arcane potions and 200,000 silver. At level 20, a 3-day XP booster, a random silver chest, and 100,000 silver. For level 30, you finally unlock Sigmund himself. Now here's a quick one. Promo code Midgame 2024 Giscar. That one gives you Giscar plus 100,000 silver. Simple, straight to the point. By the way, if you're not subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. Don't miss out on the new stuff coming this fall. Promo code 5step2GGT gives you Doak the Pierced, 400,000 silver, 2 energy refills, 10 magic XP brews, 10 arcane potions, 10 magic potions, an epic skill tome, and a full 6-piece epic defense set at 5 stars. That's one of those loaded packs. Tons of resources, and on top of that, an epic champ who shines in dungeons and faction wars. Another bundle code worth at least checking out, even if you don't use it right away, is support from Midgame. This one gives you Kinagashi, an epic support, plus a big pile of useful resources you're seeing on screen right now. So yeah, keep this one in mind. Then we've got Shadow Raid. Nothing fancy here, just resources. 2 full energy refills, a 1-day XP boost, 1 rare skill tome, 10 XP brews, and a 3-star chicken. Basic stuff, but hey, free is free. Next up, Fireburn, which brings you the one and only Mordecai. His whole kit screams burn, and he's great at it. Along with him, you get 10 force brews, a 50-attempt multi-battle set, and 200,000 silver. Heads up though, these last 2 codes are a little unstable. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, so don't stress if you can't activate them. It happens. Now then, hallelujah, my friends. We've made it to the final section. Promo codes that work for all players. No new accounts, no extra hoops to jump through. First up, Golden 2 GT. This one gives you an epic skill tome, 100 energy, and 100,000 silver. And let's be honest, grabbing an extra epic book is always nice. Next, Double P 500. You'll get a 50-attempt multi-battle set, 200 energy, 400,000 silver, and 500 Plarium points. This one's definitely worth entering right away. Then there's Game Leap, which hands you 10 magic brews, a full energy refill, and 100,000 silver. And finally, the freshest code out there right now, Event Code. This one packs a real punch. A 50-attempt multi-battle set, 15 XP brews, 200 energy, and 500,000 silver. Not bad at all. And that's it, folks. All the promo codes for now. Just a quick reminder. reminder, codes for new players can only be redeemed once and within 24 hours, but the codes for all players, you can use those anytime. This has been your fall messenger from 2GT, wishing you the best, and don't forget, one day we'll all be chilling up in Platinum.